1993 saw the release of my favorite movie of all time, one I can watch over and over again, which is, of course, Jurassic Park. Of course, there was a line of accompanying toys, and Kenner got the license, which is, you know, for good or for bad. It had its kind of problems with the ridiculously large weapons and that don't really make sense, and the characters that don't look like anything like the actors who portrayed them. All the figures did come with a small dinosaur as well as their humongous weapon and a trading card. And if you ever wanted to get into collecting all these trading cards, I think that's one of the more expensive things about these figures is the card. What's really interesting about these figures is that they released a Series 2. So we have two Muldoons here, which are nearly identical, although they've switched his color palette a bit. But what's really interesting about the Series 2 figures is that they changed the head sculpts to look more like the actors in the movie. They both came out in 1993, so they must have kind of quickly followed on the heels with a lot of complaints or something. But so release 1 Muldoon, who was played by the late Bob Peck, who died just a few years after the movie came out. In the book, actually, Muldoon survives, and he does have a rocket launcher in the book, oddly enough. Well, this figure really should have come with the was it the Spas 12, that one shotgun that shows up in just about every movie and every video game. On the back we can see who was in Series 1, Tim Murphy, who the people setting up the shot probably couldn't get him to stand either, so he's braced by his retracting snare. Alan Grant with his aerial net trap. Ellie Sattler with a grappling hook. Robert Muldoon with a trank bazooka. See, it fires tranquilizer darts out of a rocket launcher that's modeled off of a SAM launcher here. When you're dealing with dinosaurs that are about knee high, you definitely have to tranquilize them with a warhead that's the size as them, but don't worry, it's a tranquilizer. Dennis Nedry, who's several pounds too light in his version. And what I didn't realize about his figure until I read the back of this was that his arms rip off to reveal dino damage, and they do. They pop out of their socket and it's just colored red inside, which is pretty morbid for these toys. And of course the real stars are the dinosaurs, the Velociraptor, Dilophosaurus, Pterodon, which wasn't in the movie but in the book, Dimetrodon. I'm not sure how to pronounce those, so I'm not even going to try. And then they had the audio enhanced larger versions of the Velociraptor and Dilophosaurus. And here they have, you know, the star of the show, the T-Rex. I'm probably correct in guessing that this is actually the stop motion puppet that Phil Tippett used in making the animatics for the dinosaur scenes, because this is way too detailed and way too good to be the actual toy, because I know it doesn't look anything like that. So Muldoon's specification, he has a T-Rex hatchling. Seems cute now, but he'll grow to 46 feet in length, the most fearsome hunter ever. Shouldn't it be she, because all the dinosaurs in Jurassic Park are female. He's got a backpack that he can strap to him and then stick his trank missiles, quote unquote, in his backpack. Figure can hold his weapon as shown. Insert a missile, into the bazooka until it clicks. So here they're being on. Here's Muldoon's collector card, which is number 2. Playful when young. So I assume that these are supposed to be the T-Rex hatchlings, which he comes with. Got some T-Rex facts. Muldoon with Tyrannosaurus Rex hatchling, king of the tyrant reptiles. Okay, they were all tyrants, every one of them. 46 feet, 6 to 7 tons. Diet meat. The late Cretaceous, approximately 65 to 70 million years ago in North America. For Robert Muldoon, the Tyrannosaurus Rex hatchlings must have seemed like a litter of playful puppies. But when fully grown, or even half grown, a T-Rex was a fearsome, deadly hunter, capable of destroying a Jurassic Park explorer to get at the people inside. With its huge size, incredible strength, and razor-sharp teeth, It's easy to see why the Tyrannosaurus Rex was king of the dinosaurs. Ooh, there's some dino trivia. When was the first T-Rex discovered? Skeleton? Answer: in 1902 in northern Montana. It was first described by Henry Fairfield Osborn in 1905. So see, it's educational as well as collectible. So here's Muldoon himself, looking absolutely nothing like the actor. His outfit is vaguely reminiscent of what he wears, although I think he had like knee-high socks. But I mean, how can you just do such a complete fail and miss completely his kind of Australian hat with the folded brim? I don't know the actual name of what those hats are called. Looks like he's got a little bit of discoloring on his crotch here from Dino Panic probably, and just all sorts of stuff molded all over him. Sunglasses, oddly enough, on his vest. I don't know enough about the Kenner line of this time to know if he was sourced from something else or not. I wouldn't be surprised, because I think even Ellie has roots in Ellen Ripley and the doctor from Congo that we looked at before. This is his backpack that's supposed to hold these the missiles. So here he is with backpack attached, which is absolutely no fun to put on since it uses a kind of post and tabs system. At least it's somewhat strong plastic, so it wasn't too bad with any fear of tearing the tabs to get them on there or anything. His enormous missile launcher, which has no real handhold to it. It has this kind of raised tab here, which is what he's supposed to hold it by, which if you see the angle of his arm is not really possible. It's only there because of friction right now, so you know, well, I guess it works well enough. But now he's ready to quote unquote tranquilize. There we go. So now let's take a look at Series 2 Muldoon with 100% more sneer and 20% more looking like the actual character. His backing card shows how quickly they kind of degraded into this, Dino Trackers nonsense. With these guys are just crap. I mean, this is just dumb. And even the dinosaurs got more ridiculous with, some kind of, I guess, muzzles on the dinosaurs. These are great though. I do have both of these in my collection, the Bush Devil Tracker and the Jungle Explorer. But again, they decided they needed to put spring-loaded tranquilizing missiles on them, which is stupid. And they added a bunch more dinosaurs, some mammals too, oddly enough. And they got especially lazy and used his Series 1 appearance for the instructions. So Series 2 Muldoon comes with a picture of Muldoon from the beginning when they're having problems with the raptor cage. This is number 56, so there was a whole lot of these, I guess. Personnel file on Robert Muldoon. Name: Robert Muldoon. Specialty: park game warden. That's really his occupation. Background: former game warden at John Hammond's Game Preserve in Kenya, respects the power and intelligence of the dinosaurs he oversees. In fact, he recommends they should all be killed. Movie moments: what kind of danger does Jurassic Park hold? Robert Muldoon, the park's game warden, knows how to treat the mysterious creatures with deadly seriousness, or else there'll be deadly consequences to pay. I think he has probably one of the more famous deaths in the movie, even though the lawyer gets eaten on the toilet. So here's Muldoon himself. Right away you can see the face is much better. You compare him to the Series 1, and it's really no question that they at least attempted with the second one to make it look like Muldoon. But other than that, it appears he's just a palette swapped version of the original. So while the face looks more like the actor and the character in the movie, the outfit looks less so. But other than that, he has the exact same backpack, exact same tranquilizer missiles, exact same bazooka. He comes with a Velociraptor, which is more appropriate for him anyway, instead of the Series 1 baby T-Rex, which All the dinosaur toys in the Jurassic Park line are branded with this JP logo that appears on a lot of the merchandising for the movie, but never in the movie itself that I recall. So there you have Series 1 and Series 2 Muldoon from the Jurassic Park line by Kenner, 1993. It's not a super great toy line, but it's from a movie that's near and dear to my heart, so I do give it a lot of passes, and I have collected quite a bit of it. I did throw in Dennis Nedry with his Dino Damage feature with his ripped off arms for flavor here. But as always, thanks very much for watching, and don't forget about that second Velociraptor whenever you're in a tense standoff with one.